Hey there, welcome to the Sleepy Q&A. My name is Rebecca Mickey. I am a Seattle-based children's sleep consultant and author. And in these short videos, you are going to find me answering just one sleepy question. Make sure that you subscribe so that you're always going to be updated as to when I'm going to be, adding another 10-minute masterclass or answering another question. You will be the first to know. Make sure you subscribe. If you do have a sleepy question that you would like me to answer, you can find the link just below the video here. Submit a question and maybe you will get it answered. So today's question is from April, and she is from Roseville in California. She is a 9-month-old, and she says, "We have finally gotten to a place where he can sleep in his crib at night without the hold, nurse to sleep, and then the ninja walk to transfer to the crib. Yay! Now we need to work on daytime sleep. He currently only sleeps on Dada. My husband holds him in the chair in the baby's room for the entire nap. Any attempt to transfer to the crib is met with very angry, screechy screams. At nighttime, he'll let out one last brief release of energy cry and then lay down and sleep. Nap time, he refuses. My husband is a stay-at-home dad and our other kids need his attention too." Well, this is a great question, April, and you can see just by this that naps and nighttime are so very different. Nights are always much easier to make changes to, and naps are certainly harder. There's a couple of reasons for this. One, we have a much longer routine before going down for the night than we do at nap time, and that is just going to be more relaxing the longer that we spend relaxing. The more relaxed we'll be, the easier time it will be then to go to sleep. Nap time is quite different. And the fact that we have a much shorter routine, and we've been really busy as well before we get started with that short routine and then trying to get to sleep. Generally, before we start our nighttime routine, we're chilling out, we're hanging out, having dinner, and it's just a much slower pace than it is during the daytime, especially if you have other kids as well. So a couple of things that we can do that you may find are really going to be helpful here. One is we want to make sure that the timing is really good. If you are trying to get your child down to sleep and they are either overtired or undertired, they may still be able to sleep, but it's going to be harder for them to get there, meaning that we're going to be needing to give them much more help. So we want our timing to be spot on. With a 9-month-old, I would suggest the 2-3-4 routine. Now, the 2-3-4 routine, honestly, is my secret weapon when it comes to sleep. It is suitable for children from 6 months until they drop down to one nap, which is somewhere between 12 and 18 months, about 15 months on average. So children will be on this routine for quite a while. It's called 2-3-4 for a reason. Awake for 2 hours, down for the first nap. Awake for 3 hours, down for their second nap. Awake for 4 hours and then down for the night. With 3 hours total daytime sleep between those two naps, we have a 12-hour day. Now, most children will fall either onto this 2-3-4 or a slight variation of 2-3-4. Now, if your child is 6 months and you're thinking of introducing this routine, then they will need a cat nap in that 4-hour stretch. 4 hours is just too long until about 7.5 months old. Then they may be able to go that 4 hours. So up until that point, you can have a cat nap in that last awake period. 2-3-4. So you want to work on getting down to sleep at the 2-hour point, meaning you've already done your nice relaxing routine and you're working on falling asleep at that point. So right now, that would be when dad's holding and rocking, holding to sleep. Would then potentially be when you're going to try laying down and seeing then if they can get down to sleep at that point, meaning that your routine has been done before this. So it's 2 hours we're working on sleep, 3 hours we're working on sleep, but we begun the whole process at about 1 hour 45, 2 hours 45 with our nap time routine. So the nap time routine as well, you want to make sure that that is as relaxing as possible. We only have a short time to really work on that routine, and we want that to be as relaxing as possible. If you have other children, this may be tricky to do because we can maybe not be out of the room with our other children for that long. You can introduce what is called a walking wind down. Walking wind down is done within your main areas. It's before you get started with your nap time routine, but it's not where you would normally do your nap time routine, which is where your child is going to be sleeping, generally in your room or in their room. That's where you're going to do your nap time routine. Your walking wind down does not need to be done in the bedroom. This can be done in the main area of the house with the other children there. What we want to do is we want to work on relaxing your child's brain just a little bit before we're getting started with that nap time routine. So you scoop them up from whatever it is that they're doing, and you want to walk around with them at a fairly slow, rhythmic pace. Looking out the windows, looking at pictures of the walls, just keeping things moving. So a couple of things are happening here. One is that your child is now physically still because you are holding them. But we're keeping things interesting because you're moving around and you're looking at different things. You're not whizzing around really, really fast because that's really overly stimulating. And what we want to be doing is we really want to be relaxing your child's brain here. Don't worry about other noise that's happening from other children, other noise in the house. That's fine. Visually is what we're really working on, is slowing visually down what it is that we're doing here. If you can spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes doing this before you then get started with your nap time routine, your child's brain is going to be a little bit more relaxed. Then you may have an easier time going through that routine. They're already relaxed before we started with our relaxing nap time routine, and then we may be able to pop them into bed at the end of our nap time routine, at the 2-hour point, at the 3-hour point, whatever that is in your day. They may then have a much easier time falling asleep. If you have a sleepy question that you would like answered, you can always submit that by using the form below. If you are looking for a little bit more support as it comes to gently working with your child's temperament and getting them sleeping a little easier, make sure you check out Slumber Academy. I'll see you soon.